Good evening. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these amazing people have joined me tonight, in some cases tomorrow, for them, to play this amazing game. For that, I am eternally grateful. We got some people in the chat. We got some people here. I'm going to change things up a little bit. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to sort of introduce you, and then we'll move on rather than doing the
Okay.
same. Yeah, cool. So, starting from farthest away again, playing Scarlet for us this evening is Janet. Playing Ario Sabrosa for us this evening will be Brilchan, and playing Zedna Resvelg. I think I got it. Is Kalina Hitana from, well, much further away than either of these two. Uh, from the ends of the universe as we know it. But let's just jump right into this because I'm loving this story. At the end of last week, you guys tricked me, and now there's a love interest. So, uh, the three of you, our rabbity friend, does the boing thing and disappears into the clouds again, and fades from the story, leaving the three of you and our Slod Prince standing in the swamp. Um, that that prince looks over at Scarlet, bows deeply, stands back up, and says, Prince Eric at your service, Mom. And he bows again.
And Scarlet, and please drink this, and Scarlet will give him health potion because he have 1 point health.
Yep, he was really beat up. He takes it and he's trying to be real gentlemanly about it, but then it's like, and he just gobbles it down, and you can see the wounds healing and knitting. He goes to hand you back the empty vial or the potion bottle that it came in. Oh, thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. And now what we do since tower sunk and when we sleep and camp because I don't feel it's good place to just here camp with
Oh,
this smell.
you mean this tower? And he points over at a
Yes,
pool of water, and your tower starts to rise back up out of the muck. Zedna, you see your tower, your magic come back. It never went away, it just sunk. It comes back up on the surface, and it just, you can see it sort of hovering on the water like it's floating, sort of not floating. Oh, good.
Uh,
I don't need to waste my energy. Yeah, again, yes. I know
what
you thought you were gonna have
about
to recast. I changed my mind.
what about furniture I throw out?
Oh, it's that's I believe actually Zedna, you'd know. That's all untouched, right? It sunk, but it sunk whole. It didn't fill. You guys could have stayed inside. You just would have been trapped under the muck.
Yeah, but I mean so
uh,
far notice
there will be
are
new. It's magic, I
outside.
think. Makes it easy. I got a question about making it easy because Ario had 57 from 73
Yep.
points of health from the battle. Could we just say that he uses all of the healing that he had on himself? Like he would,
Um.
because I don't want to roll like 4 times
Oh no,
for.
we're gonna get
Yeah,
you guys to the castle in a safe place to heal in moments. So don't worry about wasting spell slots or
okay.
any of that stuff for burning potions. I think healing the slod was a sort of a symbolic thing.
Yeah, story time.
So,
Okay.
you see, he mutters a couple more words, and a causeway kind of rises up out of the muck and gives you a relatively dry, relatively not slimy way to get to the castle or your tower. You do notice though that he has. Pardon me. He turns to Scarlet again and says, "It's Prince Eric, Mom. If you're interested." May I lead the way? And he turns and walks towards the tower, but he walks just off the trail, so his feet are in the deeper water, so he's like splash, 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 splash. You guys are up on the
I
causeway.
I will say, oh, cozy, and I will hold his hand and go after him
Okay.
because I don't want sunk in this swamp, so
Yeah.
he could save me.
Yeah. So he's walking in the water, you're walking on the land, and he's making sure you don't fall in. The other two, how are you guys getting there?
Arya would walk to the tower, but he would start to sing all of Arya about young lovers, and his crow familiar would be his backup singer because he's such a romantic. He wants to make a nice vibe.
I would do with my other hand face palm.
And Eric, because he's a frog, looks at you with one eye, Scarlet, and also kind of gives Ario the side eye at the same time because they move in different directions. But Zedna, it's your tower. Nobody's getting in until you say so. They're all marching down the causeway towards it. You look around at the scenes of devastation and signs of young love. What is your response to all of that? I like how there was a pause before you started typing. Like, I'm gonna have to think about that. Oh, that's nice. Let's see how long it lasts. Oh, I just walked back to the tower. Okay. So with that, you guys get to the tower. Zedna, you open the doors. You all walk in. No, don't. That was. Oh, I got you. Okay, love. I have trouble logging back in. Everybody seems to be having computer issues. I think there was a solar flare or something. Anyway, so let's go. As you step inside, uh, it's like Eric knows his way around one of these, and he immediately takes on a sort of head of household role. He's, they're moving furniture around because you guys did throw a couple things out the window to float away on them. So he's sort of fixing the furniture setup right away. You guys know what's coming. You're going to have time for a rest. And then the world's going to change again.
I would not sleep, just explore castle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm presuming taking Eric with you?
Yes,
Yeah.
but even if he not, I would also explore.
Okay. And how about the other two? Zedna
Arya,
and then Arya. Yeah.
Arya would just go to sleep, but his familiar would watch. Like if Eric would try to kill him, his familiar would raise an alarm.
Right. And Zedna has a sauna because that's what Amazon warrior princesses do. I'm getting real Amazon warrior princess vibes off of.
And
Zedna,
now all I
love it.
can think about is Xena the Warrior Princess from
Yep,
that
that's
90s
that's
TV
exactly
show.
that's exactly what I was talking about. So you settle in, Scarlet. You find all kinds of interesting rooms because it's one of those places. It's kind of as big as it needs to be. I know the rules say something else, but this is a weird and magical place. It's now got a basement that goes down into the swamp and all kinds of cool shit. But in the end, all of you get a full night's rest. So you go ahead and take a long rest on your character sheet, recover all your hit points and all your spell slots and whatnots. Because, well, first of all, dawn in the swamp is weirdly beautiful. Because it's just layers and layers of mist. And when you're up in a tower looking out a window on that, it's like being inside a layer cake. It's just clouds above you, clouds below you.
My character, I would recall that she read one of book about town in a fog,
Yeah.
but she will not say what town.
That town didn't do very well, I think, if I'm thinking of the same one you are. But yes, you hear the creaks and grunts and groans of weird critters out there. Because it's a swamp and there's weird critters and splashes and noises and smells and things. But as the mist starts to burn off, Eric comes out with all of your gear. It's all been cleaned and sort of nothing's been taken or, anything like that, but it's all been sort of cleaned and prepped. And he sets the 3 packs by the door. And he looks around. I presume you'll be leaving soon.
Yes, but maybe you want join us because you wanted to escape from this place.
I'm, well, let me explain. As a Slod, I'm only ever allowed to lose one fight. Once, it's not like we really get a choice in the matter. Once I've lost and you've roundly defeated me, I am prevented from fighting again in any way, shape, or form. So, if you'll do me the honor, and he turns around for a moment and bows at Zedna and says, and make me one of the staff, then I can come and go with the castle.
I will say, I think Rosetna need help with cleaning this big tower, but it's not my business.
I'm not entirely sure how this particular spell works.
I
Yeah.
think our beloved patron kind of changes the rules of reality as it
Not my
fits.
magic.
Then
Maybe the fool can make it. Yeah, exactly. So you change by comparison. Absolutely, exactly what I was thinking. So Zedna, you're like, I don't know if that's how the magic works, and you hear a voice that says, "Just try," and you see a ledger in front of you with all the names of people, even the ones you haven't met, that work in your increasingly larger. I know it's only a tower in the spell. It's already at castle stage. That's what we're calling it. So that's what it is. It's getting bigger all the time. It's got more staff, but you got this whole pages and pages of all the people that work here. And there's a pen and ink there. All you have to do is write Prince Eric and give him a title. I'll make a note of this for sure. Yeah.
I hope he will not have very dirty work like toilet something.
Oh no! I've got people to do that. And you say that you could say it to these two, to Ario and Scarlet. So what should their title be? But Eric answers and says, perhaps head of staff, Mom.
Dreamy Prince Frogman.
It is admittedly a step down from Prince, but needs must.
Yes. I hate the royalty. You're too
What?
good for
What
royalty.
is in English Pritchard word chambellan?
Chamberman.
Chamberlain. Okay, yeah.
Chamberlain.
Yeah. Head of staff, head of household.
Head of staff, Chamberlain. It's
Chamberlain,
kind of
okay.
the same.
Yep. I love it. That's really cool.
It.
So Chamberlain
and
Eric.
I'm gonna put Prince Eric, head of Chamberlain.
He puts his big sticky froggy foot on his big chest and draws a huge breath. He looks at you and bows so deeply he almost falls over. Zedna, Mom, Prince, and head Chamberlain. Oh, thank you so. And he stands up very proud of himself, and he turns around and looks at Scarlet, and he says, I feel rather more worthy of your affections now.
I will say, okay. And you look confused.
Well, I was feeling rather inferior, Mom, but all the titles, just pump one out. Pump one up.
Okay.
Amazing.
So what now we do? Because still we are in this place.
I think
nothing
we are
changed.
going to have another battle. Like, we just have to wait for our beloved Patreon
Eric
too.
reaches over, and as you're all saying this, Eric reaches over and knocks on the inside of the door, and the whole castle starts to shake. And
Well, any second now I'm pretty
everything's going to,
sure
and
everything.
away you go. Yeah, there it is. Yep, exactly. And by now, familiar, the shaking, the uprooting, the twisting, the weird colors out the window, the rainbow effects, the rooms moving around in the castle to form a different formation, which is now part of the shtick.
You have to try going outside. It's a very fun ride. And Arya would try to run upstairs to have another ride.
As you get to the
Yeah.
roof, the other two are looking out windows.
I will hold with Scarlet at this frog, this Eric,
Yeah.
because that way Scarlet, what is happening? I don't
No,
want
I think.
fire.
Yep.
And I
Absolutely.
don't want.
Yep.
And I don't fall on floor.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Zedna says, "No, thank you. I would rather hang out
Hang
for
on to
my
this
life
second
as I
life
can."
as long as I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chamberlain, formerly known as Prince. Thank you, Karis. There it is. Oh, that's wonderful. But yes, so the two of you inside only see this through the windows. That rainbow swirling color that it means you're passing through time and space fades to just a white glow. Normally, it would turn into something else, but this time it stays as just a white glow. The sense of movement stops. Ario, you slam the door open on the roof into
And Geronimo and just
into
dance.
infinite white, like a whiteout, like a snowstorm, except without the storm and without the snow. It's just infinite white with no shapes, no forms, no functions, no horizons, no skies, no land. There's nothing to see except the castle itself. But you can hear the music of the spheres, the most beautiful zing, 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 zing. It's just.
Oh, he would immediately
To
try
be
to
right on a
harmonize
budget.
with it.
we're waiting for video to sync. But no, you hear this music and it's got sort of a direction. And in the distance you can see a glow within the glow, a brighter shade of white, like a light bulb in an infinitely white space.
Oh, he loves it because
coming
it's
from there.
music.
Yeah.
I would start thinking if we are in heaven or something like that.
A fair thought. And I'm going to
Are
take
you
that as a
old
compliment to my descriptive skills, as you'll see in a minute.
Arya would run down and, my beloved, it's music. Let's go. I feel the music, and he would like run out and
As you
and
run to
harmonize with
the
the
door in
spheres
one
and
giant
run toward-
leap, Prince Eric is at the door ahead of you and pulls it open with a flourish. And Ario swooshes outside like he's making an entrance on stage.
Yes.
What do the other two do? The maniac bard
I
is out
would-
the door again. I know he's
I
not a
would-
bard, but he
Yes,
I
he
will-
is.
I would be trying to stay away from these windows and bars because I'm not sure what is it.
Yep. So as you Zedna, I mean, I got to describe this from outside. Scarlet, do you follow the two of them out eventually, or are you staying inside?
Stay inside.
All right. So the camera cuts to outside. The anime, the shot is done from outside, shrugging. Yeah. Underneath the mask, I'm just smiling at the new form of the blade. Yes. So
And Ario has a white flowy dress, like a
Okay.
white sundress.
oh, that's even better because yeah, you so
makeup
seen from
and-
outside, Ario comes out mostly white because you're very pale and you've got the white outfit on.
Yes.
Poof, out into this white space. And then Zedna arrives, all reds and blacks and blues and a new sword. And just looking at the new blade, everything's just everything this place is not. You're dark, you're scary, you're overwhelming. something to befit your new name. So this new blade is sort of a more of a falchion, right? This is the one we had with the long, curving, single-edged blade with the sort of swept-back tip, or more of a greatsword.
Yes.
One Piece. Okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
me. I observed
Okay.
few episodes.
I'm sure lots of people are. It's a very popular one. Remember the giant blade Dracul Myhawk has? Okay.
Yes, and his- Not really, but
I did my
I
best
am sure
with the
that
character art. That's anyway. yeah.
some of our audience, I am sure, know who Dracula Mahak
Still,
is.
it's a big,
Sorry
nasty,
for
dark and
butchering
red
it.
blade. It is ferocious looking. It's in this environment. It's, like I said, it's everything this place is not, and it's huge. It's bigger than you. It's one of those. It's an anime blade, right? It's the impossibly large sword.
The Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy or
That
God's
style.
Sword.
That scale, yeah. It's literally bigger than she is, and yet
It's
she wields it.
basically bigger than Zedna's body.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yet she can wield it. So, because it's a packed weapon. So, in that case, Ario, you were out first.
Yes, and he's trying to harmonize with the songs, like sing with the melody of the spheres.
As you do that, you feel a drawing together. It's not like you and the castle are moving. It's not like the object is moving. It's just like you're coming closer together. There's something very different about it.
Yes.
So you're the first one to see it. Then only a few moments later, Zedna will see it as well, and then third would be Scarlet looking. Are you if you're looking out the windows or whether you're staying inside
I'm
completely?
looking at window, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking very big distance
Yep.
from window.
Absolutely doing the sniper
be
thing where you're
got
across the
that.
room looking out the window so nobody
Yes.
can see you. Gotcha. Yep. So
Maybe you got a magnifying glass or something like that from
No,
your
but
pack.
no, but windows are big because it's castle.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
you're
don't
right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, Ario, the being that you see coalesce out of the light is pure, stunning, beautiful white light. It's just perfect. No matter how you look at it, it's exactly what you want it to be. And beside it, around it, behind it, sort of moving in various, popping in and out of existence, is a stack of 6 cards. The front card, which you can see, is a club surrounded by crossed swords. A moment later, Zedna, you see that, and then from a distance as they close, Scarlet, you see it through the window.
I would use my skill to investigate this in my book or notebook. What is it? In my bag.
I'll give you this one for free. There is no question that is an angel. Your opponent in this fight is an angel of a god.
I would say, huh? What? But I was thinking what to do because my character is kind of opposite, like necromancer. And,
Yep. Two of the 3 of you are very, very not at home here.
I would start to cast my demon pick because I feel like I need help with this.
Absolutely.
And later I will cast second demon.
Yeah. So you want to bring the big one first or the little one?
Big one because time.
Okay. So you're going to start that process. While you do that, Ario, what are you doing? You're the closest.
Ario, does he know it's an enemy?
No.
Well,
because
he would. I think he wouldn't know. if he would think,
Everything you
yeah,
fought so far, every place you've gone so far, it's been a fight. But this thing is not attacking you in any way, shape, or form. It's just closing
yes,
the distance.
he would just try to sing hello in Latin or something like that.
Okay.
In he, I cannot describe it in words. It's like the song of greeting, like
Yeah.
summer, happiness, those kind of emotion. He's an exceptional artist. So he would do a short opera like
Yeah.
song for the angel, and he would try to relate like the Spielberg movie, with the aliens that had music.
Yep.
I forgot the title.
E.T. No, not
No,
E-
the
no,
other
it's,
Not in the
Close
first.
Encounters
Close
of
Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he would just do that with opera music toward the angel.
The angel looks back at you and says, you hear the voice. It's like it's made out of bells and violins and a choir of 1,000 perfect voices. It says, approach. And I need a wisdom save from you.
Okay. And he would get jealous of that voice. One moment, I'm gonna wisdom. Yes, okay. One moment. I have it here. Wisdom. Roll +5. Did it roll? One moment, it's rolling.
They should have expected things to turn south.
I could say,
Yeah.
while casting, I could say that I won't let them do final judgment yet. Me.
Yeah. All right. Well, while you make that,
Why didn't it show? Okay, I have 6.
6?
So
Okay.
I would fail, but could I use my talisman power to roll an additional I think it's 1d6.
It wouldn't help if you only rolled a 6. Yeah.
So okay, I'm charmed.
Okay. So, no, it's worse than that.
Yeah, okay.
You may have already been moving in that direction and feeling, positive towards this creature. You are now driven to move towards them by the shortest and most direct route until you want to be next to them. So that's the rest of
would I use magic to get to them closer? Or just
shortest
movement?
and most. I'm not going to force you to spend. No, I'm not going to force you to burn spell slots.
Okay, so he would
you just start to walk.
He would just
raptured,
get a sudden crush on an angel.
Yeah, and you just and just start to move in. Zedna, you see that ahead of you. You hear and see that. What do you do? Right. Dun, 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 dun. Shadow of Moyle, yeah, all around your own self. I remembered it this time. So yeah, you are wrapped in black snakes in the midst of heaven. And that was your action. Movement towards, away, stay distant. Slowly close the gap. Okay. That makes perfect sense. So we've got Ario heading in and then you slowly closing the distance. Scarlet, let's pop back to you. You're inside. I'm assuming you make the demon outside the window?
And for now, inside.
Okay.
Because I'm preparing when we come through windows, open it for Pritchard and Zetna. So I'm preparing inside with casting. And first was big demon, but now I want also small demon.
Okay.
Because this angel is too many.
Yep.
And I'm saying and while casting, I'm saying that you want send me to hell, then stand in a line.
You're not the first. You won't be the last. So you now have inside the castle. You have this huge frothing demon. Prince Eric, the head chamberlain, is at the far end of the room, looking very, very glad that he doesn't fight anymore. It's terrified of. I mean, it's a demon. You just and now you mutter a few more words, and now there's a closet along with it, like a little tiny demon along with it. So after that, we're gonna cut. We kind of made initiative rolls here without doing the initiative rolls. Ario, it's the you can make a save at the end of your turn, but other than that, you're walking towards them.
Okay. So should I roll another one?
Yep, give me a wisdom save.
I should use another rolling thing because the animation on rolled D&D Beyond takes too much from my CPU.
Yep.
One moment.
I could
It's-
ask Eric, do you have in castle any skeletons?
He sort of raises a froggy eyebrow. I don't believe so, madam.
Even in dungeons, you don't have anything?
You hear the castle sort of tuk, 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 below you, and he kind of looks at the floor and says, "It appears we do now, madam."
Bring it, I will say, bring it here fast.
And he does not look happy about it. But he's like, oh, "Okay," and he heads downstairs. So we're gonna cut back to Zedna. Yes. So you watched Ario ahead of you be
Oh, now I
commanded?
have 21.
perfect. So Ario is taken control of by this angel. They're walking towards them in a state of absolute awe, and then that snaps. At the same time, you look back over your shoulder and you see a growing menagerie of things being summoned in the castle. And it's your turn. What would you like to do? The angel is still approaching and has done no harm. And the card,
No.
that deck of sort of cards is that 6 cards is sort of moving around them in a weird
Now,
pattern.
why would you do such a thing to me? I like you anyway. Why would you do something like that?
All the demons are house
He's a
trained, like you
little
said
miffed,
there. Yeah.
yeah, but he wouldn't attack.
Nope. Well, that was the end of your turn anyway, was when the save was made,
Yeah.
so yeah. So, Zen, yeah, you better not be a mess in my house when I get back. Yeah. Don't fear not. The Chamberlain will take care of things. Looking towards the angel now, yep. From underneath the flames, yep. They tell them I'm looking forward to this. Somebody telling off an angel. Any more like that, and I'll have to take it as hostile intent. And I will act accordingly. Oof. Whew. That's strong words calling out an angel. I'm impressed.
Roll intimidation.
Yep. No, it's an angel. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I
you're
know,
Not gonna, I
it's a
love it.
joke.
I absolutely love it, character wise, and
Me too.
and then you're just bracing to wait for them to do something. Okay, perfect. Scarlet, he's coming. Oh, shame. I have 13 in intelligence. Oh, intimidation. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and roll it, but just to see what you rolled. But it's an angel, and you're in heaven, and it's not going to work. But I'd love to see what you rolled. So Yeah.
I will bring to life the skeletons
yeah,
that Eric prank.
absolute 26. Jeez. Yeah. Any mortal being would have been convinced and terrified of you, but not this angel. Scarlet, yeah, you spent this round building skeleton army. So now you have a big demon, a little demon, and a whole skeleton army, and a really freaked out boyfriend. Hardly it is. So that's your
I
turn. Yeah.
I will say to boyfriend that relax. I don't hurt you.
Okay. But he's like polishing tables and cleaning chairs and just basically looking glad that he doesn't fight anymore.
Yeah. He
Ario.
started cleaning out of an exit.
Yeah. Ario, he's the angel. You've broken the spell at the moment and realize that you've been commanded to do a thing against your will. What's your response to that?
I think he would use a spell to become a mist. It's gaseous form
Okay.
because he would feel safer. And
Is that a spell or an ability or an
yeah,
invocation?
it's a spell, and it's a really stupid spell because he. No, I think he wouldn't do that. I don't. No, he would just spend his time asking, "What do you want, Angel?
Okay.
Gabriel?"
So you ask it a question.
Yeah,
Um.
because he doesn't want to attack.
Okay. In response, you see the hand of the angel come up and a few muttered magical words in that amazing voice. The world vibrates to the sound. But it's a very simple spell. You all recognize it. And two of you, only the two outside are going to be within range. You feel Bane settle on yourself.
Oh. Now, why would you do something like that, dear?
I need you charisma saving throws, please.
Yeah. So, one moment, I will try to roll somewhere else because
And Zedna from you as well, please.
my charisma would be +4. Yeah, so it would be
18.
D20 +4.
Okay.
And D20.
Zedna, you fight it off. Your strength of self and strength of purpose. Resist.
So it will be 15 for me because 11 +4, it would be 15.
Okay. Would you like to inspire yourself, because 15 ain't
yes,
gonna do it?
I would use the D4 from my talisman. One moment, I'm gonna
yes,
roll it.
they have to be able
and
to
it's
see.
only one, so it would be 16.
16. Okay. So you still fail, and Zedna, excellent point, except that they've got true sight because they're an angel.
Yeah.
So doesn't.
So they know that
it doesn't
I
get
am
past
in a
Shadows
green
of Moyle.
suit.
Oh shit. Okay.
Not in a white dress.
Okay. Okay. In that case, you didn't have to make the save, but in that case, Ario, you're the only one that fails to save. So yeah, you.
I will summon my creature because I have skill to summon creature.
Yeah, we got Zedna and then you. We just finished Ario and the angel. So yeah, the angel cast Bane. So you're baned, Ario.
Okay.
So minus 1d4 on anything you try and do. You get none of you try to do anything. Zedna. Yep. Only tremor sense and blind sight. Okay. Yeah, they don't have that. They have true sight. So anyway, thank you for. It's so good having somebody who actually knows the system. It's been so long since I run 5e. Clearly show. Yep, you've been waiting for hostile intent the whole time. Do I have permission to engage? Yep, time to fight. Precisely. What do you do? I've been waiting for this moment. Right. I can just hear you. Senta claps her hands together. All right. Swing away with the sword. I don't even need a roll. You step forward and with a mighty heave-ho, you deliver a fine and wondrous blow right there at the joint of the neck and the shoulder, and it goes spung like a baseball bat against a steel fence. 0 damage. The card, the front card on the deck of 6, vibrates slightly in the same pitch. That's new. Yes. This is a white magic deck in disguise. Step on back and fire an Eldritch Blast. Okay. At the Angel.
I
Yes.
mean, and I could summon this creature,
Yeah.
mine,
Yeah,
and
in 1 second, because I just got to deal with this. So you step back and blam, blam with 2 Eldritch Blasts, and they just ding, ding. They bounce off. They both hit, but they both bounced off and did no damage. That really should have worked. And again, that deck of cards vibrates when it's hit. So a head-on approach isn't the answer. Bam. We're going to cut to Scarlet now. I think you've gotten your bonus action
Yeah.
movement, so yeah.
I wanted this creature that I could summon.
Yep.
I forgot numbers.
Yep, the 2 numbered creatures.
Creature 32,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
3-3.
Yeah,
So you start bringing that one up. Absolutely. That's another round.
and when we have Arthur's army, I would put something to my ears to not hear, open window, and send off this army.
Set
and
off
when
the
they-
army. Okay.
And when they go out through window, I would fast close window. And just watch.
Yep. All right. So you've got the big demon, the little demon, skellies, and creature number 33.
Creature.
Yep. So yeah, you and your new friend the prince hold the doors, and out goes the army, and you slam the doors. We're gonna, because you did the casting and that's gonna be your turn. Ario,
Ario seen
you hear a stampede behind you, and you turn and look, and there's like just demons and skeletons. And
Ario would say, it's not fair that only she has a boyfriend. And if you like slinging mind magic, try this on for size. And with his own sing-sing voice, he would cast command, and the command would be, take me on a date. 16 minus d4, I don't know. I know it would lose, but that would what Ario would do. Because he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I give you this, yes, you failed, but I'll give you this part for free. You get the feeling you couldn't have succeeded. They're immune to charm-based spells.
Now he's really sad and mad, and he takes a brandy from his pack and
instead of your movement, we have a sip. All right.
Yeah.
The angel.
That's my turn. I'm sorry, because Ario wouldn't want to fight a pre-deceiving angel.
I absolutely got it. I'm just trying to figure out what they're going to do next.
Yeah, I'm just apologizing to my fellow players because Ario is useless.
They. They can't see you. They can't see that. Oh, I know. They start to. No, they don't need to do that. Can't do that yet. So, for lack of things to do, they just stop and just stand there. You've realized now you can't hurt them with attacks directly. The only other thing I'm going to mention again is this deck of cards that keeps 6 cards that keeps moving around them. And with that, Scarlet, your or did we do Zedna? No, that was the angel. Zedna. Yeah, what are you doing? First thing you're going to do is look at that deck of cards. Yep, the card on the front is a club surrounded by crossed swords. Try and figure out the trick behind it. Give me just a straight up investigation. Investigation. Let's do an investigation roll. Let's do that. A 10. All I'm going to give you for a 10 is that they're not an illusion. They're physically here. They move around weirdly. Like they've got a blur spell cast on them or something. Like they keep moving from place to place. But they are physically real. You had me at ass assault. No, frontal assault is going to cut it here. Isn't going to cut it here. These cards are definitely real. But I haven't got anything else right now. That's wonderful. Thank you. With that information, Scarlet, you see your army bolting towards the angel. They're having trouble getting close. As they get closer, it's like the air is getting thicker and they're having trouble pushing through. They're gonna get there, but they're demons in an angelic space. So they're gonna have some challenges here. You, however, feel like if you go outside, you'll be able to move freely.
I was thinking, do I have any spells with dark magic? Because I'm trying to remember if I have.
Be a brief moment here while I bring this open.
I will have fast shorten up to refill my spell points before this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I will figure out.
Yeah, you've had a full sleep. So, you have got, for spells that do damage, if you're attacked, you could use Hellish Rebuke, but that's only if you're attacked. Other than that, you have Create, Bonfire, Thunderclap, Poisons. Oh, Blight. Blight is absolutely doesn't, like you were looking to do necrotic damage?
Yes.
Okay. Blight would be a go-to spell to do that, for sure. It does 8d8 necrotic damage.
So after this short nap, I will again fill my ears to not hearing those angels.
Yeah.
And I will go and help my army with blights.
Okay. So you step out the door and cast Blight at the angel?
Yes.
Okay.
To help my army.
Okay.
Because army is also kind of necrotic.
Yep.
So
yes. Yep.
So they could do damage to these angels.
You cast the spell and you see that dark necrotic energy swirl across the space between you and this angel, and it just hits and splashes off like mud off of a well-prepared windshield. It does nothing. It has no effect.
What
and that's going to cost you a spell slot.
So. What if I go closer to this angel and then shoot?
You get the impression from what you've seen now, all of you have seen, that angel, as things currently stand, is immune to all damage.
Would I roll an investigation?
You can both. Actually, the two of you that haven't already, Scarlet and Aria.
I have idea. I will get back
25.
to Castle.
Yeah.
To get Castle and ask Eric, do you have any big jars or bottles?
I love the idea. But I gave you an investigation roll and I made it for you. And Ario, give me an investigation roll.
I have an 18 plus 4. So...
Oh, yes, you both get it. Yeah. The cards are the key. You have to destroy the cards before you can destroy the angel. There's at 25, I'll give Scarlet the extra tiny bit of information over the 23. The club is a shows an immunity to bludgeoning damage. The swords around the outside show a susceptibility to slashing and piercing damage. So the
Yes.
idea, if you destroy this card, you don't know whether you have to destroy one card or two cards or all the cards before you can do any damage to the creature. But the card itself is susceptible to slashing and piercing damage. All damage will
Yeah.
do damage, but it'll do double damage from slashing and piercing. A vulnerability there.
Yes, but first I will try to catch them into jars and later try to figure out how to pierce them because
Oh,
I
the
can't
cards, the
just.
jars. Yeah. You get the
Like
idea that
butterflies.
you get the idea that isn't going to work because they keep popping in and out of existence. So you could catch them in a jar and they'd just suddenly be over there. So cool idea, but it's not. I think for the first time in 5 weeks, I'm going to say no, that wouldn't work. But I will give you the information that you have to destroy the cards.
Do I remember correctly that I have a small blade? I mean, not like Sedna, but small like knife.
Yep. Oh yeah. That you've got a dagger. You've also got your quarterstaff as well, which would do bludgeoning damage.
But
It's
I
immune
will,
to that. So, yeah.
but I will throw and then take care
Okay.
towards one card
Yeah.
and try to hit this inside this symbol.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So you throw the dagger at the cards. It sticks into one of the pips and it vibrates there, and you see the card shake. It has definitely taken damage, but not a whole lot.
I will jump at this card.
So you head in that direction. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I just wanted to get the. So because you do have movement. Yeah.
I want to say that I want to jump like Assassin's Creed on this card.
Heading in that direction. Yeah, you're not going to get to it yet, but yeah, you'll get you're heading in that direction. Ario, you're still baned.
Ario, understanding that the cards are the source of power, he would shoot a firebolt at one of the cards.
All right. You can only see the front card, so it's the club surrounded by the crossed swords.
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
One moment, it's rolling.
No worries.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to turn the rolling animation.
It's all good. All good. We're in no rush.
Yeah, and I think it's 8 plus 8. No, it's all 10 plus 8. So 18.
That absolutely hits. Give me some damage.
Okay, 2d10. One moment. 2. Oh, 1 moment. Because I have to use another thing for this now.
Yep.
Because the animations take too long to process.
My character could put to grant this angel with dagger inside and then twist this knife dagger.
On your next turn, yeah, you can step up and grab it and do some more damage into the card.
It's only 5.
Only 5. All right, so that takes us to that. All right, the angel itself. Still can't see you. Yeah, Ario, you're the target.
Yep.
It looks at you and casts command again.
Yes.
This time to get you to flee. So I need a wisdom save, please.
Okay, so.
Actually, no, I like this one better. Grovel.
Yes.
It's gonna do grovel to make you go prone. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll because I'm sorry.
Don't be
the
sorry.
animation on this card takes too long, and I have a -4 because I'm baned as well.
Minus 1d4. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, good.
So
It's
I'm
we're only
gonna
an hour in.
lose, and I'm gonna because it's like 5, I
Oh
think.
yeah, you're done. Yeah,
5
you.
plus 5, so 10 minus 4. So I'm sorry, you're so pretty.
Yep, yep.
And he would
You start
roll on the
worshiping.
ground.
You start worshiping and wallowing. Perfect. So you are now baned and charmed. Okay, my goodness. Zedna. Ario's he might be a zealot by now. It's entirely possible he's become a religious zealot. He's yo-yoing over there about what the hell he's going to do. You now know the secret. What do you do? The card has definitely shown signs of damage. Oh yeah, just fire away. Eldritch Blast at the cards, of course. What do we rolled? First beam was... Oops, and that one. All right. Second was an 18. Okay, yep. Though, there's a though. All right, the first one pings off into space. The second one was slams into 7 force damage. All right. Okay. So you see the card shake and take the damage from that. Yeah. But it is still there, but it's starting to kind of phase in and out of existence. Scarlet. You want to
I will jump on this card
Yeah.
like assassin and hold with my foot
Yeah.
this card
Yep.
while with my hand I will twist that card.
Absolutely.
Not
Yep.
don't stop it, but twist it
Just
to
leave it
make
in
a
there and just
picture.
crank it. Yep. I'm going to have you just roll. Well, I'm going to roll it. We're just going to roll damage for that. We don't need to hit. Let's just roll the damage. 4 more points of damage. So, yeah. The card itself, as you twist it, the fiber that the card is made of is starting to twist around the knife, and it's starting to lose the shape of its image on the front, but it's just barely still there. Ario, give me a wisdom save to see if you keep groveling or not.
How much I had points at all?
You did 4 more points of damage. So same as last time.
Okay.
Yeah. You're muted, Ario?
You muted.
Yeah.
There we go. 18 this time.
Okay.
18 plus 4 minus d4.
Yep. So yeah, you shake your head and say, "What the hell's the second time?"
You're not a very nice being. And
that's the end of your turn. The angel at this point, they still haven't taken damage. They just fold their arms across their chest and look down at the 3 of you. Zedna? Am I being disrespected right now? By an angel, no less. That's just fucking rude. That's a big mistake. Zedna talking shit to an angel. I love it. Go at the card with a green flame blade. Oh, yeah. That toxic green flame poisoning the very air of heaven as you swing down. What's the Tahiti's on that? I realized that sounded rude. What was the to hit roll on that? Don't do that, Tahiti's. That was bad. So yeah, that arc of that, because to me, green flame blade here would be just like a toxic, nasty chemical green. Oh, that was Not my best swing. A 10 to hit. I mean, the thing is, that might not be good, but this is a card, right? And the AC is 10. It's a card. It wasn't difficult. So hit me with some damage, because you're about to find out a cool thing. AC is only 10. 22 slashing damage. Okay. This thing, oh, and 4 fire, so 26 total points of damage. Yep. You hit this one, and this front card just burns up, goes up in green flame, just boom. And then you see the rest of the damage roll into the next card. So it's down to that. So yeah. So flam, as that first card burns off, you get to see the second card for the first time. It's a skull surrounded by suns. Yep. Oh, because it does jump. That's right. It actually does. Yep. So the green flame blade. Yep, because it's within 5 feet. So it does additional damage to that. Yep. That's an extra 1d6, right? D8. Ooh, okay. Plus charisma. Ooh, okay. Let's see. This could be impressive. If you roll well enough on this could be impressive. Fire damage. Yep. Yep. It's exactly what it needed. So you hit this second card, and the flame just slowly spreads like the start of Gunsmoke. Dun, 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 dun. It used to burn through a paper map. In the old days, that was the start of a TV show. I think it was Gunsmoke. I think. Anyway.
Bonanza.
Bonanza. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that skull card surrounded by suns burns away. The third card, which is now in front of you, untouched, undamaged, but it's the next card in line, is an ear surrounded by lightning bolts. The second one was the skull surrounded by suns. It was necrotic and it was susceptible to radiant. This is an ear surrounded by lightning bolts, so it's thunder susceptible to lightning.
I have thunder spell, but I want first finish my card.
Yep, and so that's that. That gets to Zedna. So now it's Scarlet. Now you've not so tough now that we figured out the trick. Are you? It's still looking kind of smug, but Scarlet, your turn.
She's saying it out loud, so we know.
I could be one hand still moving dagger and other hand shoot my lightning. Or I need 2 hands.
You could do both of those are an action, so you could do one of those 2 things.
Only one thing.
If you use your Eldritch Blast, you get 2 shots with it because of the level that you're at.
Yes, but this is lightning, and I have a lightning separate spell.
Oh, okay.
But
so you can do one or the other.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of occupied with this card and take care.
Yeah, well, it would be one or the other in that case because it's a spell or an attack, so they're both actions.
I will finish what I started with Taker.
Okay, and so yeah, we'll just do some more damage, dagger damage. 6 this time. So yeah, you stick it in there. These are down to that now. Yeah, so you just keep pushing, like the card kind of disappears that you're pushing into, and thunk, your knife just goes into the second one, and you big rip through that one. You've done quite a bit of damage to it.
And how much health left in this card? Because because twice I made 4 and now 6. Some cards.
Well, that was on the previous card. This card has only taken 6 points of damage. So it's down to 14. They're smaller now. They're getting, each one of them takes less damage than the one ahead of it. But with that, the other thing, I haven't forgotten about your horde. Your monster army, Scarlet, has completely, I'm presuming this is what you wanted, they've completely surrounded the angel. They're still thumping on it and slashing it, and they can't do any damage. but they're all like the second that you're able to damage it, your entire army is ready to go after them.
I was thinking that if I that in next turn I will send one of skeleton to finish card and I will
Yep.
shoot lightning.
Absolutely. So
I
that's
will
good. Next round, we'll
I
see what
will
card's up by then.
I will my card is I don't finish it, throw toward skeletons and I will say finish it. Yes.
Exactly. Leave them to beat this up. But that, like you said, that's for next round. So Ario.
Arya would just try to shoot the card with the 2 Eldritch Blasts.
All right, fire away.
At the
They're
same
force
card.
damage, so they just do regular damage. It's only DC 10.
Yeah, and I checked it's impossible to turn off the animation
Yeah.
on those dice on D&D Beyond, sadly.
Yeah.
So it will roll in a moment.
Oh, it's the actual 3D dice animation.
Yeah, it's impossible to turn off. It's so stupid.
Huh. You used to be able
It's
to.
an
That's weird.
18.
Okay. Yep. That's a hit for the first
Yeah,
one.
it's a 18 plus 8 minus the D4.
Yep. The overall DC on this is only 10. So.
Yeah. 1 D10 plus 4. One moment, I will use 1 D10 plus 4. I will use the other dice roller. So it would be a 9 plus 4, 10, 11, 13 damage.
13. All right. That's the first one. You get 2. So you
Yeah,
hit
so
that, and
what-
there's hardly just sort of the outline of a card left. It's still there, but it's got one
Okay,
card
so
hit point.
I'm gonna use it on the same card to finish it off.
Yep.
1d20.
The power
plus
bleeds
8,
through
one
anyway.
moment.
So yeah.
1d20 plus 8. One moment, please. It's 17
Oh yeah. Yep.
plus 8.
Yep.
So 1d10 plus 4. Okay, I have to fix this internet thing. It would be 6 damage
Okay.
because it's only a 2.
Okay. No
So
problem.
the
at all.
second one.
So
be-
you bam, it's enough to blow up that last card. The next card becomes visible, and as your damage starts to burn into it, you see the the international warning signs, the yellow signs with the
Yeah.
person on them. In the center is the one for burned skin. It's like them holding their arm up, and there's the space missing out of their arm, and that's surrounded by the hollow person holding their on fire stomach. So
Arya wouldn't know any of
it's
that.
poison. Well, I mean, the idea is that the images are supposed to be clear. So it's immune to poison, and it takes extra damage from acid. This
Oh.
particular card.
That's for next turn, but I have
I
acid
don't-
spray. I think Scarlet has as well.
You have what?
I have. I'm not sure if I have acid or poison. I think I have.
you have poison spray.
Oh, and I have acid.
But I was thinking that I could back to Castler and something figured out with elixirs as acid.
It's possible, but these cards still take regular damage from
Yeah.
all damage types. It's just that if you happen to have that one, it'll do double damage.
Oh,
And
Yeah, I
frankly, you've
also
only
have
got. You guys
poison.
can see you've only got 2.5 cards left.
2.5 men.
One of the
What
cards shows
with-
necrotic. Yeah.
What with this card I throw to skeleton?
Yeah, so yes, you're right. Your skeletons get to the cards and start to beat up on them. In fact, I'll give you the rest of this card for this turn. So that one burns down to nothing. These last 2 cards that are left are very pale. Like they've been here a long time and they're kind of faded. The one that you can see is the image of an icicle surrounded by campfires.
So
That
I
was
could
Scarlet's.
use.
That was your critter's turn. So we're still got to get to everybody else here. Ario, you just went right.
Yes.
Okay, so the angel still does nothing. Zedna, you're up. We saw on the cards so far. Yep. Attempt something. Yep. Attempt to swing at the angel. Okay. Yep. Check to see with your true strike. Okay. You spin, you take a step, and I don't need a roll because it's again. You have to take. It looks like you had to check at some point. Somebody had to check, but it looks like it's going to be all of them, unless you're going to now tell me that that does a thing that I didn't know about. One moment. Yep, I'm not hitting it. Oh, I'm not hitting it with slashing this time. Yep, I'm hitting it with radiant. Okay, I see what you. Yep. Okay, good thought. Because the necrotic card is gone now. You hit it with the radiant damage, and it skitters around and sprays off the back. So yes, you were. I get it, what you were trying to do, but it still doesn't work, even though you did that thing. Yep. I thought about that, but it made it way too easy because all you guys would have had to do is do the first one and then just beat it to death with sticks, with bludgeoning damage. But yeah, you did have to try. Somebody had to.
I-
So yep, that's
I
it.
have-
Yeah,
I
is it
have
Scarlet?
question.
Yep.
I have question.
Hmm?
This ice surrounded by fire.
Yep.
This mean it's also for fire damage.
Yep, fire
Or
will do
what?
double damage, and it's your turn.
So I will use my fire.
Yep.
Um,
Campfire, and you just it can't. It's not gonna miss, right? It's just and you light it on fire, and there's so little damage left between them. You see that card burn, and behind it there was only one left. It was the hand going like that with the force power coming out from it, surrounded by images of people with their fingers on their temples. The last one to go was force immunity, which was your Eldritch Blasts, and it was resistant, or it would have taken extra from psychic damage, but it didn't matter. The last two cards
had-
burn away.
I have something with manipulate others, so I could try on this card.
No, but it's already gone.
So the last card disappears, and you see the shield around the angel drop. Scarlet, all of your demons just in one big pile and start to fight it. But as that happens, Ario, what do you do?
I only think I said when my army's going to fight,
Yep.
I will get back to Castle and ask Eric for some tea.
Tea, please.
Just turn
Yeah,
around
that's
and walk out. I'm
great.
gonna grab some tea. This is done. I love it. That's beautiful. Ario, what do you do?
Ario would just sing Eldritch Blasts at
Yeah.
the angel.
Start firing away.
Fighting
Yep.
the demons.
I
Uh,
forget.
Hit
I
him with my best shot, fire away.
Yeah.
I forget to say that while I will
One
back
moment.
to Castle,
Yeah.
I will grab from Grant my dagger
Yep.
and clean on clothing man.
Absolutely. You just pick it up and wipe it off on some nearby dead thing, and
One
keep walking.
D20. The first one will miss because it's a 6 plus 8,
Yep.
so
that's not gonna work.
it would miss, and the second one would also miss because I'm just so sad that I have to fight this being.
That's
Because
all right.
one was a 2, the other one was a 3. So Ario is too shaken up to
Fair.
do anything useful.
All right.
That's
In
my
that
turn.
case,
Thank
it
you.
is the beast. Prepared spells. There we go. finally did damage to it. That's the one. I thought I could cast it from here. Apparently not. Huh, okay. Pardon me while I scroll. There it is. Bam. All right. The creature turns to the only person it can see at this point, which is Ario.
Yes.
Because Shadows of Moyle is
Aria
still
the
wrapped around
Batman. Yeah,
Sedna.
I love it.
Scarlet's walking away. The monsters are covering it. You see coming towards you, this thing reaches out a hand and a beam of the purest, whitest light comes roaring right at you, 5 feet wide, and it just slams into you. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, Constitution is a good one for me, so it would be 1d20 plus 2. Okay, one moment. 1d20 plus 2. 17 plus 2 minus the d4, I think. So 19 minus a d4.
So it's 15. That is not going to do it.
Okay.
It's rolling, but I can't see it.
So what happens?
Go around. How do I get rid of you? Oh, there we go. 27 points of radiant damage. Just.
Wow.
I'm afraid to say this, Ario, but it just blew your dress off. I just blam. There's clothing shrapnel everywhere. That's about half of your hit points, right?
Yes.
Roughly speaking. Yeah. So you're hit with that.
No, that is just rude.
Zedna. It just blew Ario's dress off. Is correct. Yep. Now he's going to get thrown off Twitch. Somebody's going to think that they're female presenting. The angel
because
is a pervert.
He's presenting thighs.
yeah.
Thighs.
Yeah. It's time. Immediately going to shout at the angel. Hey, where are you looking? His eyes are up there. We've got unfinished business. And you're going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen. Yep. Teleport up to them. Just blam! Right next to them. Yep. The swing. Give me that damage. This is going to be disgusting. This is what Zedna does.
I could have used a d4, but it wouldn't have.
That wouldn't have made a difference, though.
Yeah.
You needed 18 is the DC for this thing.
Yes.
First swing was a 16. I'm afraid that is in. It comes up short. Second was a nat. That'll do. That'll do the trick.
Ooh. Not 20 for the win.
Double that damage. Yep. Good old Eldritch Smite. Yep. Throw that on top of there too. Yep. Double that up too. Be some massive damage. Oh, this is gonna be huge. So yeah, the trick was as long as the angel didn't take damage, they couldn't deliver damage. 36 slashing. 35 force, 71 points of damage. Wow. size, what's the size of this thing again? Yeah. So yeah, your sword comes down and it does this sort of. It's kind of like the Terminator thing where he walks through the fence, except your sword just sort of goes through them. They're a being of pure light, so they kind of form again after it. But you see this splash on the white ground. It's like white blood hitting a white ground and a white city, right? Everything's white here, but you feel massive chunks coming out of it. It is medium, so yeah, it's huge or smaller. It's human size, and it doesn't have immunities. Nope, it's got none of them left now. It goes
Yes.
prone. Wow, that makes perfect sense. So yeah, you slam through it. It shatters, reforms, but in the process, it drops to its hands and knees, heaving in agony. Anything left? Not so smug now, are you?
I think it's plenty smog.
uh, Scarlet, your demons start ripping and tearing and hacking at it. I just did some rough math here, and it's about that
Why,
much. Yeah,
while this army fight, I'm in castle.
yeah,
I found some cookies to my tea and
yeah.
watch through window.
Absolutely.
And while drinking, I will say, well, I can't expect anything nice for Christmas now. And I will say, and after one drink, I mean p- one drink, I will say, I only hope nobody will come avenge those angels. And I set this up under double Constantine. I mean the I meant that I
Yeah,
hope Constantine
yeah,
not come
yeah.
avenge them.
Well,
Yeah.
as I'm just going to add a little bit to that. As you walk in, the tea and biscuits are on a tray on a table by the window. Your head chamberlain and chief boyfriend in charge of things has set it all out for you. He's also changed into a very nice evening attire. He's got sort of a frilly little collar on now on his, and he's wearing his breeches and his tights and all the good stuff.
Yes.
And he, with your permission, he asked to sit down and enjoy the view with you. And he
Yes,
particularly
and I
suggests the
will
hobnobs.
yes, and I will say that thanks for biscuits. I asked of tea, and you consider biscuits too.
Oh, it's all part of tea, madam. I've got cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off for later.
Nice.
Mm.
And I will shake my hands like every people. Like nice.
He just looks at you and he looks out the window. He says, "You don't think they're going to need any help, then, do you?"
Nah, they have my army.
And he looks at, and you kind of do that out the window. And at that moment, Ario, erect your dress,
Ah,
dude.
Arya would do a finger snap, and now he has a long red dress with
Yeah.
a frog
Okay.
at the
Yeah.
bottom, and he would say, I think, Zedna, I think you got this. I think Scarlet has the right idea. Tea would be wonderful. Would you mind? He would ask our royal princess. If,
Wow.
for
Yeah. Go ahead and
uh,
respond, Zed.
yeah.
I'm fine with conversations out of turn order. Sure. Go get dressed.
Go get this. No, he's already dressed because he has mask of many
I
faces.
love it anyway.
So,
I love
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And
Okay.
he would use
your-
his second
Get your
spell
rest.
to
Yeah.
do Misty Step and
Okay.
to get closer to the tower.
Okay.
And he
I
would
would-
get a
I would-
cup from Chamberlain.
I would cite that I wanted quiet moment with Eric, and now he come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he-
he would do a healing word on himself.
The fool was talking
The
about getting
rose.
demonetized. Yes, we wouldn't want Ario's sleek hips being exposed to the world. They won't be able to control themselves.
Yes.
But okay, Ario, you pump, pump, and you're over by heading towards the castle,
Yeah.
leaving
Run
Zedna,
away, run away.
leaving Zedna and the
Like the
horde to
Monty
deal
Python said.
with the angel. I don't know if you forgot, or maybe it just didn't matter, but the angel goes right after you when right before Zedna. So,
Now, Arya was too scared after
yeah,
losing so much of his health.
I think this one is actually going to work. Zedna, as you stand there just ready to deliver the final blow, there is a shattering burst of sunlight. This is sun burst, so it's a point and it's a 60-foot radius sphere, so they don't have to be able to see you directly. I need a con save, please. It's their last hurrah. This is the biggest spell they own. $18 on the card. You save for half, which is damn good because this spell is 12d6. You would have taken 41 damage. They also have the radiant damage because of Shadows of Moil. Jesus. So it would have been 41, but you made the save, so it's 20. But Shadows of Moil, so all of this basically musses your hair. You take 10 points of damage. That's everything they own. They hit you with Sunbeam. It's their biggest, baddest spell.
Your hair is blow dried with the power of the sun.
It's you've been out. It looks like you've been out in the sun too long. You got that sort of frizzy blonde at the end of summer thing going.
Now Zedna has blonde highlights.
Funnily enough, nobody can tell because it's inside your hood. But you rolled a 6 on the concentration. Okay. So even with advantage. So the shadows have now dropped. Oh, perfect. Talk about cosmic timing. It hits you just enough to knock the shadows off. And now it's your turn. It's also blown your hood off. Oh, yeah.
So everybody can see the blonde highlights.
Yeah. So now Ario and Scarlet. Yep.
Yes.
They're looking, can see
definitely
that Zedna has long purple hair tied up in a ponytail. I love it. So you sort of shake the ponytail free. She still has the mask on. Yep. You step forward, easily holding the blade that's twice your body mass in one hand. This angel still on the ground, still prone, looks up at you with disbelief in their face. I have to give you some credit where it's due. Nobody's managed to drop that. Yep. To drop that spell yet. So I think you've earned a little something extra. Why does a little something extra from Zedna sound like a very bad thing? And before you strike with this word, looking at the angel, yep, I'm gonna remove your mask so it can look you in the eyes. Like a mariachi wrestler. And what it sees is a swirling mass of orange and black rings, spinning and pulsing with immense power.
So cool.
Orange and black. It's just, ugh. The power of your patron. Indeed. And now I'm going to deliver the swing. Yes, it is still prone. You reach back, you feel your patron fill you. Oh, yes. The blade comes down, whistling through the air. 20 and 24. Roll me some damage. I want to know. Those both hit. 25 and 24. And, so 49 points of damage. Yeah. That's actually, that is perfect. It had 27. So the first hit, it's almost incorporeal. It's dropping parts off of itself. It looks up with you with one swirling mass. You see it for what it really truly is, just a projection of power of a god. And that's just too much. And the second swing just comes down and it doesn't come apart. It just sort of pops. Just and the light starts to fade. The light in this whole plane starts to fade, and you can feel the walls starting to come in at speed. Zedna, you're the only one that's still outside. What do you do? Well, I like the ones that start with well. I'm gonna sword away. Just yeah, it's gone. Your opponent has ceased to be. Yes, they appear to be defeated, and this isn't Elden Ring. They're not coming back bigger and badder anyway. You just walk back towards the tower. Yep. So kind of like Fortnite again, the world starts to shrink around you, and you're just doing the walk, with the theme music, just.
And we got back skeletons because they could be used
The
in
staff.
future.
Yep, the staff runs back and through the staff entrance that's now in the castle because we just made it. So yeah, all the skeletons run in the back and run back downstairs and go back to being dead. Zedna, you step in the door closes behind you, and your timing's perfect because that's when the blackness hits the outside of the tower, just like a sock wrapping around it. Ario and Scarlet also get to see that while most of your skin is ashen gray, there's a patch around your right that is jet black. So you can see the real Zedna now, with red four-pointed stars glowing, patterned across the blackness. A true avatar of your patron.
Arya bleeding out of several wounds from the magic.
And
Would
we
say, I really like the look, Zedna. It suits you.
Scarlet? Yep.
it's sketch in my notebook. A look of
Oh,
Zedna.
oh wow.
Unfortunately, even the thought
Even
the
though the fool resurrected me,
resurrected.
there was only so much he could do. Even using his own body as the basis. Wow. I love that story arc. So with that, Scarlet sits in their chair, the crumbs of a hobnob and a couple little drops of tea on their bib. Chamberlain in hand.
Yeah.
Ario
He's
bleeding.
fixing up his wounds.
Yeah, starting to fix up his wounds.
Once again,
One of the staff runs up with a healing
Yeah.
potion and hands it to you, but you know
Okay.
we'll do the hand wave.
definitely.
Zedna, I want to close with you this time because you stand exposed.
It was a powerful image.
You stand completely unfiltered in front of these two. Well, I know not like naked, but yeah, yeah. it, physically parts of you that you there's more than one patch. That's
The-
fair. But you have shown them that you are a creature of your patron in a true sense, in a sense where neither, well, in a way that neither one of them are. You're made from bits of their body, and the only responses you got were, "That's cool. I want to draw that," and "You look great." To be fair, I'm still technically me. Yes. So yes,
Yep.
even with the new look. So yes, but I think the point I wanted to get across was you're accepted.
Definitely. Ario seen Stranger Things.
You probably imagine that
Like,
people aren't too keen. Absolutely, yes, you would scare the bejesus out of most people, but these aren't most people. And with
I
that
seen squid people in top hats.
moment,
So yeah, I think it's just pretty.
so in that moment, with tea and biscuits and cucumber sandwiches with the crusts cut off being served by staff, the three of you and your new house manager settle in for what you know will be another evening's rest. This one could have gone real bad. This was one failed save away from Ario laying on the ground. You made the save, and
It
yeah,
kind of did.
yeah. And Zedna, if multiple immunities saved you from a hell of a pile of damage too. So, but as usual, you made it through. As usual, you did it by being your own inimitable selves. And as usual, you did it in about an hour and a half. It makes sense to me. These are anime shows, right? They're over quick. They're not even as long as our
Yep.
regular 2 hour shows. So I want to drop the curtain around the castle in the darkness, and remind you that that is four now, four magic of the colors of the Magic the Gathering, which means all we've got next left for next week is the blue deck. Dun, dun, dun. My favorite deck. That's why I saved it for last. But we're gonna stay at level 10 for one more fight. While we finish off the magic portion of this scenario, and then we're going to level up to level 14 at the end of next week and head into the finale session of this campaign. But that's all for the future, because for right now, I got some thank yous to do. I rushed you guys at the start, so we're going to take a little more time at the end here and say, Brilchan, thank you for Ario. The clothing sense, the comic timing, the following a lead when somebody else presents a lead and you follow with it. I love it. You're a great player. You're great characters. There's a soft spot in my heart for Crazy Bards. What a shock. But thank you. Thank you very much. Janet Scarlet is unending depths, very creative, and on an evening like tonight, you showed us creative in a whole different way, where you managed to spend a fair amount of the night flirting with your new friend, also while still getting in a big fight and doing all the necessary appropriate stuff. So thank you for that creativity. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. You're very welcome for that. And Kalina, I always save you for last because I got the most thank yous. Thank you for being Zedna, this badass who talks to angels like they got something coming to them. Like you ain't nothing special. You just glow a bit. There's your link. Thank you so much. Karis has popped your link in there, so if anybody wants to come and see you stream, they can see you there. But thank you also for this whole campaign, because this was all because you came to me with a new subclass and wanted to give it a go, and we did. And I hope you're happy with how it's turned out so far. I've applied my inimitable style to make sure that we give this thing a really good running out. So thank you so much for all of that. None of this would have happened. I hope everyone else is enjoying it too. They are. I can tell you they are. And so is chat. So thank you also to chat, Karis. It is so good to see you back. Oh my goodness, we missed you fiercely. I hope your energy levels are coming back up, and I hope that we'll see even more of you as you are fit to continue with us, because we missed you lots. Anybody who's watching
Agreed.
on,
And thank you, Kevin, for being a great GM
you got it in
and
there.
for giving us your long weekend today.
You're
and
very
it was
welcome.
very fun.
You're
Even
very, very
even
welcome.
if
I
my
enjoyed tonight.
character got his ass kicked and his
Yeah.
dress destroyed, I
But
still loved it.
you're very, very welcome, all of you, for that. I have so much fun doing
Yes.
these. It takes a lot to get me to run D&D, and this was a lot, so I'm running it. So you're very welcome for that. But if you're watching the VOD, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're watching on YouTube and you watched all the way to here, please hit the buttons at the bottom. I mean, we're going to presume you liked it because you didn't turn away. So give it a watch, hit that button, hit the bell so you can tell when I post stuff. We've got over 560 things out on YouTube now. All of them are approximately 1 to 2 hours long, so if you want to binge, go have a look. But other than that, the really important part about gaming is that it's friends playing together in a safe place. And I want to make that bigger. I want to make that more of everybody's life. And in an effort to do that, we've got our Discord community, which is based on a couple of really simple things. Everybody who wants to play gets to play. And the big one, and I'm going to leave us with this tonight. Until next time, please be nice to each other.
Bye.
Bye bye. Good night.